5 o'clock in the morning. Why, you ask yourselves, would a comedian be in a car at 5 o'clock in the morning? The only reason I'd be in a car at 5 o'clock in the morning under normal circumstances would be if I'd just returned from a gig and I was going to bed. However, today's a little bit backwards. I'm awake. But why would you do this? Well, rather than old dog new tricks, I'm going to consider calling the blog an amazing set of circumstances followed by a series of great days out. I'm just about to drive to Snetterton to make a promotional video for Mike Epps. I honestly do feel like I'm dreaming at this point. It's very early in the morning. I can see the moon still. Alright, here we go. What 5 o'clock in the morning me failed to mention was, as well as getting me into Snetterton for the whole weekend, the uber generous Michael Epps had also arranged for me and my wife to be Team Hard VIPs for the entire weekend. What's a Team Hard VIP? I hear you shout at your computer and TV screens across the globe. Well, first of all, I'd contest the term VIP. Very important person seems pretty cold in comparison to the treatment you receive. I think very important member of the family would be a more accurate description, but then VIMOTF, it's not quite as catchy. So we'll stick with VIP, but you get the picture. You are spoilt from the moment you arrive and you're treated like a member of the family. Talking to members of the family, the very first person I meet is Ken Epps, Michael's dad. And Ken meets me at the gate in a golf cart. Now, I've been to a few race days now and I've seen a few people hanging around in golf carts, but I've never had the pleasure of being driven around in one. Anytime I want to go anywhere, no more walking for me. No, I get ferried around in this golf cart and it's all personalised. It's got Mike Epps on the top, but he's very specific. He says, look, there is a chance that you'll be able to use the golf cart yourself, but under no circumstances let Michael drive the cart. I'm assuming giving a race car driver the keys to a golf cart is as foolish as feeding a gremlin after midnight, so I agree not to let him drive the cart. Ken drives me to the marquee, sort of like a marquee. It's like a tent on the side of a truck, and I meet his wife Lynn, and Ken and Lynn looked after us for the whole weekend. So I'm being shown Snetterton by Mike's parents, and I also meet some of the Team Hard VIP team, and they're not only there to make sure your day goes without a hitch, but they're also there to literally make dreams come true. For example, the first person I meet from Team Hard is Debbie Gillum, Tony's mum, because she sticks her head out of a window and says, do you want a bacon and egg roll? I mean, if that's not a dream coming true first thing in the morning, I don't know what is. Also meet two other people, and these are the first people that I've met that aren't related to someone from the team or a driver, but they might as well be. So we're going to call them Uncle David and Auntie Andrea. This is Uncle David, and this is Auntie Andrea, trying to avoid the camera. So, Auntie Andrea, first thing she does is shows me to my table, and they tell me about the marquee. If you want anything, go to the marquee. If you're hungry, if you're thirsty, you want to have a sit down, you want to have a chat. And also the drivers turn up there at various points during the day to explain how the day's going. Here we can see Michael Epps saying, I've got this guy on a VIP ticket, but I haven't seen him. He seems to be having too much fun and I don't think he's done any filming. But want to know about anything, just go there and they'll sort you out. And they gave me this. It's a little lanyard. And on it is like a little itinerary. I don't know, there's an itinerary on the back and there's a picture on the front. Yep. So it tells you what they're going to do. And I've been wearing it ever since. You think I'm joking? I particularly like wearing it as a comb over. Team Hard lanyard, woo! It's also very useful if you want to keep a secret from a lip reader. It smells. Michael shows up and he takes me to the garage. Previously, every time I've been to a racetrack, I've had to film from the front of the garage, from behind the barrier. But as a VIP, you're allowed to wander in the garage. And well, first of all, I thought that people would be a bit funny because the mechanics are there doing their job. So I thought they might be a bit, oh God, this is a pain. These people wandering around, especially this bloke with a camera, what's he doing? But no, it would appear not only are they very pleased to see you, but they also quite like being on camera. So I get there and I'm filming things that I've never filmed before. The top of a car, the side of a car. I even got to film this guy who I'm assuming lost a contact lens. And it got pretty serious because even Michael showed up to see if he could find the lens. Still nothing. Let me tell you, being next to these cars, when they actually turn them on, the noise. Oh, the noise. I've now got it as my ringtone. This guy likes the engine noise so much he turned up in his orange onesie to ask if they could turn it up even louder. So you see the cars go out, you see them come back in, and all from the garage. Look, that's Tony, there's his mum, there's everyone. But then something really magical happened. The drivers disappear at points because they've got serious stuff to do. And they do it in the back of some of the trucks. And Michael said, yeah, come on, film in the back of the truck. So I actually got to go into the back of the truck to watch him do a debrief. Now, I was so excited, I forgot to turn the microphone on. But I can't tell you what happened. The guy that lost the contact lens, there's every chance that he dropped it in the engine. Now, you may or may not know that you're not allowed to film the cars on track. You're not allowed to film go around because ITV get upset because they've got the rights to it. Well, fair enough. So to combat that, Michael suggested that for the promo video, we'll get some onboard footage. So I spent some of the most amazing time in the back of the truck after he'd had his debrief, watching all of the footage from inside his car. Can I tell you, following around all day, you get to fully appreciate how often he's asked to sign a signature. I mean, he's signing signatures from the moment he's visible to the moment he vanishes, and that's a long time. And he's shaking hands, but I'm sure he won't mind me telling you that the Snetterton weekend was less than ideal for him. He was having fuel surge problems. It wasn't a great weekend, but at no point did that affect the way he behaved when he was asked for a signature. But there was one moment that I got a bit worried. Now, I don't know if it's because I'd watched Jurassic Park the day before I went, but this really worried me. Now, earlier on, I did mention Uncle David and Auntie Andrea. They actually tick something off my bucket list. Now, I've been to a few races. I enjoy going to racetracks. It's a lot of fun, but I've never been on the grid. So they give me another pass, a bit like this, but orange. See, he's got them all around his neck. They're grid passes. So we're going to go on the grid. Now, you're not allowed to film on the grid, but I did take some pictures. So this is me on the grid. There's my wife, so fun. But you get to do it 3 times. So I tick my bucket list 3 times, thanks to Uncle Dave and Auntie Andrea. So I've spent the day being spoiled. I've been welcomed with open arms. I've been driven around in a golf cart. I've eaten some of the best food I've eaten at a racetrack in a long time. I've been in the garage. I've been behind the scenes, and I've had the privilege of watching Michael Epps' entire day. And I've been on the grid walk, and I'm just thinking, this is the best day. Nothing could top this. And then this guy, another Dave, asks if I want to sit in the car. You're kidding, right? So I get to sit in a BTCC car. It's just the greatest thing that's ever happened. Look, watch my little face. Watch my eyes. Ready, lights go on. Ching!
Well, you're not, that's it. I can die now, babe.
No, you bloody can't.
So that was my day as a Team Hard VIP. I cannot recommend it enough. If you're in a position to do it yourself, or you want to give someone the best present they're ever likely to receive, get them a go on that. Oh, wait. Oh, the promo. Now, obviously, I was there having a lot of fun, so I was supposed to make a promo for Michael Epps, but there's a problem. A lot of the footage, because I was so excited and running around going, that's exciting, look at that, look at that. A lot of the footage was really wobbly, And some of it, well, it looked like this. I was just distracted. I was having such a good time. But did I manage to get the promo together? Of course I did. Here.
Jack it up.
I went out to the shops and I spent £230 on a steering wheel.